Welcome to Harbor Lights and a happy March.
As you know, March is reading month, so the next few shows we will have some great reports to get you excited about reading.
We also have an important announcement for all Harbor Lights students and especially for 5th graders who will be here next year, and this and more, so stay tuned.
Good morning, Harbor Lights. I'm Braden.
And I'm Jay. To start our show, please join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Please rise.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. In case you hadn't heard, Jane is a new Harbor Lights student president, and here is an interview with her about some student council updates.
Hi, my name is Danny, and today we are here with Jurian. If you may have not known, she has taken over as our new school's president. Here are some new updates on student council.
What are some goals you have for the rest of the school year?
Some goals that I plan on doing are making the school a more enjoyable and inclusive place for all the students.
What skills do you need for this position?
Being president for our school, you need to be brave and very encouraging and a big leader to all the students around. Are there any upcoming events? In March, we're going to start March's Reading Month, and following that, we're going to start American Heart Association with writing the essay and the basketball game against teachers and students.
Who should think about running for student council next year?
A person that is a positive role model and is very encouraging to the students around them.
Thank you so much, Jillian, for this interview.
A special thank you to Mrs. Cherry, Miss Nykirk, and Miss Bishop for your help with student council.
Don't forget that Student Council is running a door decoration contest to celebrate your favorite book. Out there are great ideas to promote reading.
We look forward to seeing your decorated doors soon. Now, over to this week's general announcements.
Hi, I'm Gianni.
And I'm Emily. Student Council meets Monday today after school.
Calling Out Colors meets next Monday, March 9th.
Thanks to all the students that tried out for Alice in Wonderland Jr. We look forward to finding out the cast and seeing how practice is coming along.
This week, Wednesday, is Choir Festival. Band had their festival last week, and congratulations to the 8th grade band for receiving a First Division rating. Thank you, music students and teachers, for your hard work in these competitions.
8th grade is going on the Washington, D.C. trip. There is a meeting at 7 p.m. in the Mac Bay cafeteria tonight, Monday, March 2.
Harbor Lights is having 2 showcase nights for our community, current or future students and families to see the awesome things we have going on here.
This Thursday, March 5, or Tuesday, March 10, from 6:30 to 7:30, there will be information on the academic, athletic, and elective classes.
Here's an interview with Mr. White about what to expect. Let's watch.
Mr. White, can you tell us about what is the HL Showcase?
The Harbor Lights Showcase is an event, or events, because we're doing 2 of them, where we're opening our building up to the public, and it's really an opportunity for us to show off all the really great opportunities we have here at Harbor Lights, our academic opportunities, extracurricular opportunities, athletics and clubs and things like that. I'm really proud of the things we do here, and I want people in the community to see those.
And when and where is the showcase?
We're having 2 nights for the showcase. The first night is March 5th, and the second is March 10th. It will go from 6 to 7:30. And actually the first half an hour, so from 6 to 6:30, is going to be mainly an informational meeting for 5th grade parents. And then during that time, incoming 6th grade students, current 5th graders, will be taking a tour led by Mrs. Harris and the leaders of the 21st century. And then from 6:30 to 7:30 is an opportunity for people to tour the building and check out all of our cool things. For the most part, the showcase will be down the 6th grade hallway and in the gym and music area. The library will be open, but people will be able to tour the whole building if they'd like.
What is going to be showcased?
Again, we're going to be showcasing all of our classes. People will be able to look at our social studies, ELA, math, science department. All of our exploratory classes will be there, so art and technology and physical wellness and music. But then clubs, So Science Olympiad will be there, our ski club, knitting club, our student council will have a table there, and again, just really want to show off all the great opportunities we have.
And who helped organize the HL Showcase?
Everybody here has helped organize it. Teachers, principals, support staff. We have students who are going to be helping out with it. So really it is truly a community event, and everybody's been helping us out with this.
Why should students attend?
Because they might find out something about Harbor Lights that they didn't know. We've got a lot of things to offer, so sometimes because you get so caught up in the everyday busyness of your schedule, you might not get a chance to look outside of that. So come and check out some of the things that you may not know we have, and maybe you can get involved.
Don't forget to especially tell your 5th grader friends who will be here next year.
This is a great opportunity to meet the teachers and get to know your way around Harbor Lights.
Now over to sports.
Hi, I'm Junior. And I'm Raquan. Boys Wrestling have a meet today at Grand Haven, and Wednesday they challenge Mona Shores away.
Girls basketball play Grand Haven home on Tuesday, and on Wednesday they're away at Holland.
Boys swim and dive are home against East Kentwood on Wednesday and challenging Jenison at home on Thursday. Next week is the last week of games for these teams.
It's exciting to say, but hard to believe. But spring, yes, we said spring sports are coming soon.
Boys and girls track, boys tennis, girls soccer start March 16th, so make sure you have a current physical on file if you are planning on participating in these sports.
Now back to the anchors.
Thanks. Have you heard the great news Books and Library has to offer?
Well, we were able to catch up with Mrs. Dobrez so she could tell us about some of the exciting books you may want to check out. Let's watch.
So March is reading month, and today we're here with Miss Dobrez to see what kind of books we should check out. So Miss Dobrez, are there any activities for March reading month?
We're going to do a variety of small contests, but one of the things we're going to do is a poster contest for you to design a reading promotional poster, and we'll have details coming about that. We're also hoping to do I know when I talk to students about giving up their devices to get into a book and put down their phone and read and not pay attention to text for 5 minutes, they get panicked. So we thought we'd do a screen-free reading contest where you have to read without having the TV, the computer games, the computer, the cell phone next to you, and see if you can focus on your book and mark off how much time you spend doing that. We'll do some prizes for that. There'll be details coming out. And then we're hoping to have some other contests as well. Like, can you guess how many books there might be in our library?
What are 3 of your favorite books that recently won awards?
Well, I've been talking about this one all year. The Crossover won the Newbery Medal this year, and this is the one about the twin brothers who are basketball players. And some of you have seen me do the reading from that first poem in the book that starts like this. At the top of the key, I'm moving, grooving, popping, rocking. Why you bumping? Why you locking? Man, take this thumping. Be careful, though, 'cause now I'm crunking, crisscrossing, flossing, flipping, and dipping. Will leave you slipping on the floor while I swoop in to the finish with a fierce finger roll straight in the hole. Swoosh. That one took the Newbery Medal this year. I've been talking about it all year. Another book that I really loved was a Newbery Honor and also a National Book Award winner, and it's called Brown Girl Dreaming. It's by Jacqueline Woodson, who is an author of lots of award-winning books for teens and children, and this is a book about her life. It's also written in verse, in poetry, and it's about growing up in the 60s and 70s in the both in the South and in the North, and what dealing with some of the civil rights issues and prejudice that were going on in the time was like for her. And the third one was a bit of a surprise. The other Newbery Award winner was a graphic novel. Now, since the Newbery can't consider illustration and can only look at text, it's kind of interesting, but this is a book called El Defo about a young girl who loses her hearing through an illness when she is younger, and she has to use hearing aids and hearing devices in her school, and it's going to be a great book for fans of Smile and the other Raina Telgemeier books, but about an interesting girl and how she copes with her disability.
Are there any other books you would recommend to people?
Okay, what I've been saying about this one all year, it's a collection of nonfiction, and if you can find a better nonfiction collection of short pieces than this one, I will drink my urine and eat my peeling dead sunburned skin. I'm not really going to do that, guys, but that's what's in the first story, is about a guy who is shipwrecked in the Sahara Desert and has to do just that to survive along with his men. This is part of the Guys Read series. It's got all kinds of gross stuff throughout it, but lots of adventure, lots of interesting stories about real people and events. That's just one of them. And a book that was this last year, I served on a nonfiction award committee. This was one of our winners, and this is a book about sharks, and how they feed on sea lions off the coast of San Francisco. But it has amazing illustrations and is a quick read, but you learn a lot about sharks. So if you like nonfiction, that would be good as well. And we heard a lot about Linda Brown and the Supreme Court case Brown versus the Board of Education that desegregated the schools and allowed us all to have not just schools with white kids in them, but schools that reflect our society. This was a case that came before that is about a Hispanic family in California that went to court for the right for their children to attend the white school that was better facility and better places. And it's a picture book, but it really is an interesting story about a family that gave up a lot and fought hard for the right for everybody to get a good education. So a quick read, but a good one.
Why should kids read for fun?
There's so many answers to that question. One is that you can read to escape. If you are not happy with the situation you're currently in, you can fall into a book and try to take your mind off of it and go away. You can also read to learn new things. You can read to entertain yourself, to visit a place that you may never get to travel to, and to learn from other people about how they live and how they cope with each other, so that maybe we can understand each other a little better and be able to get along a little better. We certainly could use a lot of that in our world today.
If the book is checked out, you can put your name on a waiting list. Also, students, if you have a book checked out that is in high demand, make sure you return it as soon as possible.
Before we go, here's a leadership tip of the week. Last week, you talked in your PBIS lesson about improving your self-esteem by treating yourself like your best friend, doing something you have been putting off, and showing gratitude.
Showing thanks and being grateful is an easy way to make someone's day, and it helps you feel better, too.
Gratitude improves the self-esteem of the giver and receiver. Here are a few suggestions to show gratitude. Rather than just saying thank you, say I appreciate you. Saying I appreciate you is more powerful and thoughtful than a quick thank you.
Another suggestion is to make the appreciation specific. Say what it was specifically that made you grateful.
Finally, another way of showing gratitude is by writing a note to tell somebody thank you.
Writing a personal note is special and lets the person know how much you really appreciate them.
Don't forget to check us on SchoolTube and be awesome, Harbor Lights.
Have a great week. Bye!